All right, here's the first of a few videos on how to solve rational functions algebraically and graphically at the same time. So you'll notice I have 3 over x equals 8 over x minus 2. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type this into Desmos. I'm going to do it in 2 spots. I'm going to type 3 divided by x on one side, and I'm going to go ahead and type 8 divided by x minus 2. In there. We are going to be looking for where they intersect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and look for intersections. Oops. And we can tell right now that they intersect, it looks like, at the value of negative 1.2. So let's go ahead and write that down. Negative x equals negative 1.2. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and solve this by hand and get a little practice with that piece. So the first thing I want to do in order to solve this by hand is find common denominators, just like we did before. This is already fully factored, so that should be easy. Remember, I've got an x and x minus 2. I'm going to find those common denominators. I'm going to say, well, this has an x. It needs an x minus 2. And what you do to the bottom, you do to the top, x minus 2. And this has an x minus 2, so it needs an x. So I'm going to bring that x over and multiply by x on the bottom and the top. Now, the nice thing is once the denominators are the same, I only need to be looking at what the numerator is. So I'm going to write that piece down here. So 3 parentheses x minus 2 equals to 8x. And this is the piece that I'm going to go ahead and solve to get that x equals to negative 1.2. In order to do that, I'm going to distribute that 3 in. So we get 3x minus 6 equals to 8x. I'm going to go ahead and take that 3x right here. I'm going to move it to the other side. So I'm going to subtract the 3x. Okay, that gives us 5x equals to negative 6. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide by 5. And x equals to negative 6 over 5. And just in case you didn't know what negative 6 over 5 is, we can go ahead and bring out the calculator, move that around, turn it on, and put negative 6 divided by 5. And that gives us our solution that we originally had, which was negative 1.2 here in the red. Now you may go ahead and just check that answer. And I'd say, okay, well, x equals negative 1.2. And notice that green line shows up right there at the intersection of both of those rational expressions.